Determine whether major U.S. airlines held up their end of a $54 billion government bailout during COVID. Now, in March of 2020, Congress approved 3 rounds of taxpayer aid to help the floundering industry cover costs like payroll as it struggled to restore business to pre-pandemic levels. With airlines now having to cut routes and schedules and flights still getting canceled due to staffing shortages, lawmakers want to know, where did all that COVID money go? Niall Stanage from The Hill joining me now on this bailout that was meant to save the industry and the country from the unimaginable ripple effects of the airline industry being crippled. But what exactly were the airlines committed to doing in return for this bailout?
So essentially, Adrian, they were committed to not laying people off on an involuntary basis or furloughing them on an involuntary basis. But a lot of this hearing is about whether the airlines violated the spirit of the deal, even if they didn't violate the letter. In other words, did they, for example, offer people payoffs to leave and miscalculate in that way? Did they allow contractors to get rid of their employees and therefore create the kind of disruptions that we have seen in the past few months?
Is this kind of hearing that they are participating in, this is an oversight hearing before the Senate Commerce Committee, right? Is this routine? What does it mean? What does it signal?
Really, it's about the lawmakers trying to get to the bottom of this disconnect, where all that money that you mentioned, the $54 billion, was given on the premise that it was going to preserve jobs and therefore preserve the running of the industry. Now the money has gone out the door, away from taxpayers, and we're seeing these disruptions. The airlines are blaming the disruptions on staff shortages, and so lawmakers are basically saying, what's up with that?
Yeah, and the senators are trying to get to the bottom of where this money went. But I know that CEOs from some of the major airlines are going to be testifying. What are they expected to say?
They will say, I think, that they did the best they could. And I can see the point that they're relying on. In a sense, Adrian, you know, Nostradamus himself couldn't predict exactly what the demand was going to be at any particular time for airline travel during the course of this whole pandemic. There's still a lot of uncertainty about that. And the airline CEOs, remember, had to make sure that their businesses were going to be solvent after the bailout money stopped. So they're going to argue we had to do something to preserve the viability of our businesses.
Was this anything like the auto industry bailout? Are there comparisons here?
There are comparisons, primarily in the fact that this is the government rescuing an industry that is both literally important and symbolically important. That was certainly true of the auto industry, obviously true of the airline industry. The difference is that the auto bailout was seen widely as a big success, not only in terms of the jobs it saved, but in the fact that the government essentially got its money back from that bailout. We're much too early in the airline bailout process to really determine whether that's going to be the same thing or not.
I have one more question for you. So what is the next step? Is the entire airline industry going to be subject to some sort of a grading card, a government review?
It could be subject to public grading, certainly. Consumers aren't going to be happy, particularly over the holiday period, if their flights are disrupted. But there aren't many sanctions that the government can really impose at this point. And the money has gone out the door. So in that respect, there aren't really obvious ways that the government can levy penalties on the airlines if the airlines don't do what they want.
Well, Niall, thank you for bringing us this very cheerful story here on a Wednesday morning. Always good to see you.
Always like to bring you some cheer, Adrian.
Oh, it's Christmas. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.